Well, if I have to single out perhaps what I regard as the major achievement, I would point out to the establishment of the Robert Schuman Centre Chair and the Robert Schuman Centre Program Directors. Before that, the Robert Schuman Centre was geared to joint chair, and they were excellent linkage to the department, but of course they were busy with the department, and without chairs of his own and director of his own, the Robert Schuman Centre was not really able to plan an agenda, to program its future and the direction he wanted on. So that, I think, if I have to single out one, was the one that I think would remain. What I see as a major change is that the role, the position of the Robert Schuman Centre and of his staff, academics, administrators, has been enhanced, has been finally, I would say, finally recognized as an important component of the UI. It has been recognized, it has been given the facility that it needed, it has been given the support that it needed, and not always been like that, but now it is like that. The Schuman Centre should do fundamental policy research. This is somehow a contradiction in terms, because policy research tends to be very linked to the contemporary issues. But I think the Schuman Centre should work on fundamental problems that the EU faced, is facing, might be facing in the future. I take an example too. We were working on migration long before migration was ever considered a fundamental issue. And we produce good research and we train good people much before this was the headline of newspapers. The Robert Schuman Centre should not run behind the headline of the journals, should be there when they arrive. And therefore we should continue on working on these fundamental problems like regulation, media, climate. When they will become front page, then we would be ready and we would have already done our job, which is exactly what we have to do, to be ready for the moment.